I would say that there are three major ideologies in the world today, and communism is not one of them. The first is neoliberalism, which is the predominant global ideology. After embracing electoral democracy in the 21st century, neoliberalism has essentially eliminated the division between the left and the right. Today, the right-wing parties claim to represent the interests of the capital and serves the interests of the capital in practice, while the so-called left-wing parties speaks in the name of labor, yet they still advance the interests of capital. The political rotation is merely a theater. There is no mainstream forces organizing against the sanctity of private property or the direction and the goals of the market economy. And this is why issues like immigration becomes a proxy for what is undebatable. The second ideology is dark enlightenment, which I think is the official ideology of the MAGA, the far-right European parties, and possibly the GCC. The proponent of this ideology is Curtis Yarvin, who saw China's Shenzhen as a model of how to transform a fishing village into a global metropolitan city within 30 years. He concluded that if the Western society wants to repeat the same miracle, a new social consensus must be created in which elections are controlled and allow a specific group to capture power, and that group must exercise the interests of the capital. In some ways, this is the updated version of the Pinochet dictatorship, except the state, after capturing the power, is laser focused on accumulating ever greater wealth. And I believe the reason why they want to do this is because people like Elon Musk and Peter Thiel believe that the global inequality is insufficient. They think that if humanity is to move into the next era of technological evolution, the people in charge must have the level of power equivalent to the royals in the 15th century, when they funded the geographical exploration. And that, in their view, is the only way to fund the expansion of the space exploration. And the last ideology is a depoliticized technocracy. That is the ideology of East Asia. Whether it is the socialism with Chinese characteristics, the Juche in North Korea, or the so-called liberal democratic capitalism in Japan or South Korea, they do not represent the logical, ideological preference of the society by design, but merely the expression of the existing reality. In East Asia today, there is actually no real ideological disputes. Left or right often meant foreign policy preferences. This is why the right-wing Japanese Liberal Democratic Party is protectionist, or the left-wing Communist Party of China is pro-free trade. What unites East Asia is a natural veneration of the state and the social hierarchy. The end result is a meritocratic bureaucracy in charge of the state, regardless of the ideology of the people's representative. So you can see that most of the world is pretending to have a debate while living under neoliberalism. The far right in the West is plotting to seize power, while the East Asia is busy making money.